Hey guys, before I start this video, I just want to say I have a website where I do private readings if you're interested. It is linked in my description on my YouTube homepage. Alright, let's get into the video. So today I want to talk about how presence is peace and how if we are usually not present in our daily lives, then where are we getting our peace from? And I already had the Emperor card fall out of the deck while I was shuffling. And it says a strong foundation and a safe environment build a solid future. Trust your boundaries. They may feel pliable at first, but they will strengthen over time. I think that a really big thing right now is creating boundaries with social media and your phone in general, because I feel like being so easily reachable is quite stressful for people, and it just prevents you from being present in the moment because you are always looking for something on your phone or online, or waiting for someone to call you or text you, and it's keeping you from being in the present moment. I have found that the best way for me to reach internal peace is to be present. I haven't found it in any other way, not buying things or going online or even like making a vision board on Pinterest. Like, can be more positive, but still I'm not being present. I'm focusing on what I don't have, so that's always going to keep me in a state of not being at peace. So if presence is the only way to feel peace, then how many of us are really lacking in that peaceful state? Because so many of us are online constantly. When we get that free time or that second, we check our phone. We are never fully present, which means we are never peaceful. I think that is such a big thing to understand and learn, because living our lives like this, like, we're doing ourselves a disservice. And everyone does it because no one taught us when we got our phones how to set boundaries with them. And it's kind of having some detrimental effects. Too much of a good thing is not a good thing. Nine of Earth. Savor the fruit of paradise, peace, and plenty. Celebrate wealth by giving. Restraint and self-control with your bounty lead to community abundance. Measure your wealth by what you have to give. That's funny. So yeah, this is obviously about giving and feeling that community in the process, or feeling that strength from giving, because I feel like we are just kind of receiving, or we buy a lot and do things for ourselves. But giving, I've heard, is an act that kind of creates a more peaceful foundation in your life. It's something I could do more of, definitely. I am Reiki certified, so I do try to like send Reiki out to like my family and stuff, but I think just giving in general, like finding a faucet where you can donate your time and your energy, even coming on here and just kind of doing a daily reading feels like giving to me. So that's something I can continue doing. I love this deck. The illustrations are just so beautiful. So we have the Eight of Fire, which is ginger, my favorite herb. There it is. Adapt to unexpected changes. You can handle the heat. Act quickly when inspiration strikes. Inspiration comes from all directions. Can you handle so many things at once? Change is happening quickly. Swift action is needed, or you may become overwhelmed. When creative possibilities spin all around you fast, focused movement is key. This is not the time to pause and consider, but instead to respond with urgency. I feel like this has to do with like a creative project you might have that you've been putting on hold because you're waiting for the right time to do it, but now is the right time because there's no reason to wait any longer. You have the resources, you have the internal strength, you have the knowledge. There's nothing else that you could really learn at this point to make yourself more prepared to go forward. And I think being a perfectionist and really just wanting everything to be great before you move forward is kind of limiting yourself, and you just need to dive in head first and learn from your mistakes and keep going, because you can create something truly beautiful with what you start, whether that's a business, online business, YouTube channel, readings, anything, a new job. Like, now's the time to just start that and go forward with confidence and just see what happens. But I think presence is so important, just knowing what direction you need to take, because internally when you feel calm and at ease, you make these just good next steps for your future and you know what's best. We'll do one final card to close out here. All right. Strong boundaries create healthy relationships. Give your whole heart to your cause. It's another thing, just talking about boundaries, like have boundaries with your social media. Like, log out of your social media, take time or take days where you take a break from it, because you're going to get your best insights on those days where you're not being distracted by other people's stuff. Like, social media is a place to post your thoughts and your views and everything, but you can get lost in those things or in other people's ideas when you should just be focusing on your own. I think boundaries is a huge thing because we are easily reachable, like I said, and creating boundaries with your phone to not be so easily reachable, because you're protecting yourself, you're keeping your boundaries up, you're keeping yourself safe from other people's energy that can come in and affect you. Like, taking that time to set those boundaries is going to be huge for you. And that could be with anything, not just the phone, maybe other people in your life you need to set boundaries with, etc. Nurture your spirit. Time alone allows for the discovery of her innermost desires. Time alone meaning time shut off from everything, not just time alone kind of scrolling or whatever. I do the same thing. I'm not trying to be talking down in any way. I just know because I've lived it. So that's how I know how to speak on it, because I want to see a difference in it. Be a model of self-care. She will battle to protect her boundaries when it comes to love. Yeah. So just boundaries in all area of your life, like work on kind of making those a bit stronger, and it will kind of have a domino effect out into every other area of your life, because strong boundaries are the foundation of a healthy and happy life. So yeah, just consider that and keep that in mind, because this is just such an important message. I really felt like called to share this today. So if you listened, thank you. I appreciate it. And I hope you have a great day, and tune in and subscribe if you want to keep getting some videos like that, some free readings. So yeah, guys, have a great day. Thank you.